nicer weather today with some clouds lingering. And what's going on today? Seems like there was a lot of rumors and stuff like that in terms of another DJI drone just shortly after, I guess, the Mini 3 Pro, huh? Apparently this one has to do with a potential FPV drone, I would imagine. So more like those CineWhoops. And here, for example, this person released all these images. At first, I didn't even know if it was legitimate. It seems like renders of sort. This one says, Avata is compact and weighs about 500 grams, can fly indoors. The photo quality is much better. Guess that the Mavic 3 Pro is the same. Greatly improved battery life. Manual mode is not supported. Head chase mode, vibration function, touchpad for glasses menu. And it says glasses can connect to phone. Again, to me this seems more like renders, but it does look like it's more like a CineWhoop type of style. What I heard before was that the company was planning to release a micro drone that is FPV oriented. That wouldn't be the case here if that's true anyways with this, I guess, information. And there were other details, for example, like this one's on the web as well. This person here posed, DJI Goggles 2 is used for DJI Avata. Avata is not an FPV, but an FPV aerial camera. So you gotta try to kind of put the pieces together in terms of what this thing is ultimately. I know there were some images of things like codes, for example, to show there is something called a DJI Avata coming out. But either way, another product pretty soon, I guess. Just from observation, it didn't seem like the current DJI FPV drone was too popular overall, where a lot of people got, let's just say, the bundle and stuff more for the goggles, and then they built their own drone or something like that. So who knows if this will appeal to more people with the different design and all that. Do you actually prefer one that's more, I guess, cinematic oriented, like a CineWhoop, or do you prefer something that's more, I guess, sports oriented? You can fly everywhere like crazy, do crazy stunts and all that. And then I was reading this where it seems like there's more news about places that want, I guess, drones to be used. This one says, more funds sought for drone inspections of transportation infrastructure. Bipartisan legislation co-sponsored by Rep. Greg Stanton would bring more money to Arizona to use drones to inspect roads, bridges, and other infrastructure. House Resolution 5315, known as a Drone Infrastructure Inspection Grant Act, would dispense about $200 million in federal funding, half for state, local, and tribal governments, to purchase drones and other half to train pilots to fly them. And it says here, quote, we want to make it easier to use drone technology so that we can improve safety. So they say with all the damaged roads and such, it says drones or unmanned aerial vehicles can be a much more efficient tool to inspect critical infrastructure, such as the highways and bridges Arizonans drive on each day. According to the American Association of State Highway and Transportation Officials, drones can save 74% of the cost and 88% of the time required for manual inspection. I still remember all those stories like that one in New York, for example, where they were advocating somebody died, whereas they didn't have to because a piece of a building fell off, and if they were allowed to just use a drone to inspect the building, they say it never would have happened just because they treat every drone like a huge manned aircraft, and the process is so crazy, I guess, to get approval and all that. This will be the way of the future eventually in terms of people just using a drone for everyday tasks and all that. It's just kind of interesting how a lot of people are trying to speed it up now. Alright, see you guys later.